这是我们一家。你好，旁听到。我叫美丽。我叫茉莉。This is my family, and we are living Asian. You're not a bus on me.
Yep, perfect. Yes, exactly right.
Our lifestyle choice gets questioned a lot. People often wonder if we hate the US or if we hated our childhood and that's why we have decided to do things differently. But that honestly couldn't be further from the truth. We love where we come from and we loved the way we were raised. We just felt called to do something different. Because of those feelings, though, we are often drawn to people who have also made decisions that are outside of the norm. Meeting other expats has opened our eyes to a world of people that understand how we truly feel. How we can have love for multiple countries, many different lifestyles, and how we just want to enjoy life as much as we can. Without some of these friends, we wouldn't have started climbing, and we wouldn't have experienced Yangshuo the way we did during this trip. So, let me introduce you to those friends and tell you a little bit about their climbing stories. From an American family who wouldn't have met without climbing and have been living abroad for 14 years, to an interracial couple with 3 kids that found themselves climbing even with some intense fear of heights. I am also super excited to introduce you to our new friend from Yangshuo. His name is Chris, and his story is one that is so far outside of the norm, especially for someone that is Chinese, that I couldn't not share it with you. First up is Chris and Lauren, Americans that haven't lived in the US for the last 14 years. They met when Lauren was 16 at a climbing gym that Chris had built and was running while Lauren was dating one of Chris's employees. Chris had an epically large personality that got Lauren's attention. At the time, though, he was dividing his time between the climbing gym and a monastery as he was intensely interested in Zen Buddhism. The interesting thing about Chris is that despite his huge personality, he is actually a quiet person that craves stillness. And it is because of those traits that Chris is such an excellent climber. It involves such focus and intensity, which is second nature to him. Lauren climbed occasionally in high school, but nothing serious. When she was 19, they finally started dating, and that's when her climbing skills really took off. Chris was the most overqualified coach on the planet, and so patient with Lauren. He helped her change her thinking, which made climbing seem possible. Together, they have climbed all over the world, from big walls over the ocean in Thailand, to bouldering in the desert in South Africa, camping in sandstorms, to ultimately standing on top of desert spires after getting engaged. They now take their 2 young girls climbing with them, and their lives are almost incomprehensible to what they once were. But climbing has always been a part of their life and their relationship, and they wouldn't have it any other way. Meet Kimmy and Jess. They fell in love with climbing while living overseas in Rwanda. Jessica reluctantly participated so she could spend more time with her family, but her fear of heights made it so she couldn't just jump right in. As it became more and more a part of their life, though, she too began to find so much joy in it. Kimmy has been the driving force behind this hobby of theirs. He loves the challenge, the social experience, and that it's something they can all do together. Their oldest daughter, Ayumi, is their bouldering champ. But tie her to a rope and put her on that mountain and you'll see she carries the same fear of heights as her mama. Even so, she is determined and always pushes through. Jonah, their middle child, is fearless and focused. He will try any climb and is eager to learn anything and everything about the sport. Alex, the youngest, is their boy full of personality, just excited to be with his family along for the ride. Climbing for them is a great way to get outdoors, connect with each other, and to experience new things with their kids. The best moment, though, is when everything seems to fade away the moment they get on the wall. And a fun little fact, it was them that introduced climbing to us.
Brenna, you know his life is in your hands, right?
Chance and I started climbing during the COVID lockdown in 2020. We had recently become friends with Kimmy and Jess, and they kept dropping hints about how we should try climbing with them. There happened to be an awesome rock by the beach near our apartment that was perfect for bouldering, so we started meeting there a few times a week. It was our chance to socialize with our friends, let the kids burn off all their energy, and to challenge ourselves both physically and mentally. I'm so grateful for these experiences. Without them, I don't think we would have survived that time of mostly isolation during the virus. As much as we love bouldering, I think the real love affair began when we climbed top rope for the first time on Fushan. The adrenaline rush, beautiful views, and that feeling of completing something that was both scary and awesome captivated us. The most amazing thing climbing did for me, though, was show me that you are never too old to learn something new, even if that thing is incredibly scary and insanely challenging. This is Chris. He is from Hunan, a province in the southern part of China. He loves outdoor sports, especially swimming, cycling, and rock climbing. He fell in love with Yangshuo and decided to open a business that would allow him to share that love of the area with the world. But 5 years ago, he was actually on a completely different path. Chris was an engineer working a desk job with a 10-year plan to weld. One day, though, everything changed. He suddenly hated the life he was living. He hated working 9 to 5. He hated having to drink until late at business dinners. He hated talking about work and school and money. He felt like everyone around him was telling him what he should do and how he should live his life. He had had enough, so he quit his job. He cycled to Tibet and went hiking in Southeast Asia trying to find the song within his heart. During his travels, he met a British climber. This man's life called to Chris, so he decided he too would learn to climb. He moved to Yangshuo and began climbing and working with school groups that would come to experience Yangshuo. He now runs his own company that focuses on outdoor education and outdoor sports. He has finally found the ultimate work-life balance and is so happy with the choices he has made. But this life hasn't come without difficulty and judgment. I want to let him tell you about that, though.
It is very hard to imagine in China. I will meet so many judgments from families and friends. Do you know, when we were a child, when we was in the school, family define us by the scores. When we go to the society, they define us by work skills or the money, how much money have you get. So there are two judgments for me. One, stupid. What a stupid man. Two, he's not a good son because he don't follow the advice. Luckily, my friends think my decision is very fantastic. They give me so many supports. I'm so happy to meet them, and because of them, I have more power to meet the judgment, so I can choose what I like.
We hope this video has inspired something within you. Maybe it's to find the love of your life, or to challenge your kids. Maybe it's to try something new, or it might just be to quit everything for the life you truly want.
Yeah! Woo! Let's go!
You got this. Yep.
Yeah, seriously.
This life, it's short. We all know that. So why do we always seem to put things off? We have everything we need to be whatever it is we want to be. So turn off the screen, put down the phone, step outside of your comfort zone, and do whatever it is you've been longing to do. I know this challenge isn't easy, but it's something that we're trying to do within our lives as well, and we hope you'll join us.
Okay, so Guilin, Yangshuo is a beautiful place. But traveling with kids is like, that only gets you so far. So actually a big part of traveling with our kids is the hotel that we stay in, because they need downtime, they need rest time, and this time I feel like we found this like an awesome spot. The pool, the gardens, play areas for the kids. We stayed at the Giggling Tree, or Yangshou, this week, and it's just been a blast. It's right in between, I mean everywhere in Guilin is amidst these crazy mountains, but this is just a beautiful spot, and we've had a blast here.
The Giggling Tree just might be our favorite hotel we have ever stayed in. From the pool to the surroundings and the beautiful grounds, it feels as though you are staying in a quaint little village. The Giggling Tree has Tai Chi classes for the kids and a variety of different rooms to choose from. They are clean and comfortable and have everything you need.
So this is like a serious tip. If you come to Yangshuo, you have to get a scooter. It's just like, I really don't think it's the same experience without it. There's something about the winding roads at the base of all these mountains. It's just like surreal. It honestly doesn't feel like anywhere we've ever been. It's been a blast.
The staff all spoke great English and were incredibly friendly, especially to our kids. One of them, Jerry, went as far as to draw the kids a treasure map with actual treasure hidden for them.
Bye, Jerry!
See you later, Jerry.
It's hard to find a hotel where the adults enjoy themselves as much as the kids, but I think we found that with the Giggling Tree.